Make sure you check out my new channel, I Love Myself, a 365-day experiment in self-love. I'll be talking about how to be your very best friend, learning how to love yourself. Just follow the first link in the description box below to subscribe. How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video: the 4 books that I recommend for 2015, and consequently the only 4 books that I'm going to be reading throughout 2015. So this is something different because I normally read a lot of different books. So if one of my friends tells me, "Hey Derek, you should check out this book," I'll basically, if it's a strong recommendation, I'll go out, I'll buy it, I'll read it right away. But for 2015, I want to do something a little bit different. Now, the reason for this is this idea of constant spaced repetition. So what does that mean? So in terms of really kind of influencing our minds and really taking them on a new self-concept, new self-image, you want to constantly reinforce the same ideas in your mind. So say, for example, you really want to love yourself and really feel that love for yourself in your body, right? You just want to feel it. You want to constantly reinforce ideas and thoughts of self-love and self-compassion. So wouldn't it not make sense to just read books on that topic, right? Just constantly read books. Even if you have to reread the books, reread them over and over and over again, so that it really puts those ideas like right into your mind so that you're always thinking about them, and consequently, over time, it will influence your subconscious mind, and then it becomes almost like a natural state. Now, this is one really important aspect that I learned from Bob Proctor. So if you've seen The Secret, which I'm sure a lot of people have, you would have seen Bob Proctor. Now, I've watched some of his DVD seminars. One of his old ones, You're Born Rich, which is absolutely freaking phenomenal. I believe if you just type in You're Born Rich, you can watch it for free on YouTube here. And something that he mentions so much is this idea of constant spaced repetition. And what's really magical about this is because this is something that is not really taught in society. We're taught immediate gratification. So we're taught, hey, let's lose 30 pounds in 30 days. We're not taught, hey, get on a good, clean, healthy diet, and you're going to lose the weight maybe in a year or 2. No. We want immediate results, right? And so we're always constantly looking for that new idea that's going to either enhance us or fix us, right? Which I found doesn't really happen. There's not one little idea or one little book that is just going to, it's not the book itself that's going to change your life, but it's going to be the application of the book. And it's going to be the application of it over and over and over and over and over again. And the problem with that is that we're always looking for variety in our lives. We love new ideas. We love learning all these new things. So focusing on only 4 books for the entire year of 2015 seems really strange to me. Really, really strange, because I love learning new stuff. I love reading new books. But the thing is, I've made a goal for myself that for 2015, I'm just going to focus on feeling as much self-love and self-compassion as possible. So it would make sense for me to only read books on that topic. So that's what I'm going to be doing for 2015. So the 4 books. First one that I've mentioned quite a few times on this channel, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. Second book, Live Your Truth, which is also by Kamal Ravikant. Third book is Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And the 4th and final book, also by Neville Goddard, is Feeling is a Secret. So I just have the PDF version. I've got a hard copy coming in the mail. So just those 4 books. I'm not going to do a review on these books. I'm not going to tell you what to expect in these books because I want you to have your own experience with them. So my experience with them is going to be, it could be totally different than yours. It depends basically at your level of awareness right now. Something else that is really interesting when you read books over and over and over again, something that I've noticed is that every time that you read through it, a book that has a lot of depth to it, something that is just like, whoa, when you read it, you're like, whoa. Each time you read it, you usually pick up on something new. And you pick up on something new because your mind is at a different level of awareness. So you may read you may read a paragraph once before, and it just really maybe just doesn't really have any relevance in your life. But you read it again maybe a month later, and you're just like, whoa. Like, it just has this impact on you where you're like, whoa, you just kind of have almost this revelation in your life just from this paragraph that you read many times before, but just this one time, it just really clicked with you. So this idea of constant spaced repetition is something that I have not learned in my life, and it's something that I'm really, really focused on. So that's why I'm doing a 365-day experiment in self-love on my new channel. So, because I just want that to be my focus. I don't want to be like all ADD and just be like, I just want to focus on one thing this year. So I'm only going to focus on reading 4 books. So when you think of it, that does sound a little bit crazy. But right now, I have a 20-minute per day reading habit. So if you go on the new channel and check out my self-love practice, I read a book for 20 minutes every single morning. 20 minutes every single morning. So I'll read 20 minutes every single day for 365 days. So when you think of that, that's a lot of books over that time. That's rereading a lot of the same material over and over and over again. And constantly, by putting those thoughts and ideas in my mind, by constantly thinking about them, it's really going to influence who I am. It really, really is. So if I want to focus on this self-love, self-compassion, putting really good ideas in my mind about feeling good just for the sake of feeling good, loving myself for the sake of loving myself, then constantly over time, that's going to be my natural way of thinking, as opposed to focusing on this or focusing on that, just being scattered brain and all over the place. So this is going to be an interesting challenge. So I recommend maybe picking up a few books, some books that really attract you, and if you read it, you're like, wow, I could reread this again. This is really, really good. The thing that I like about all 4 of these books is that they're short. I mean, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, you can read in 30 or 40 minutes. Feeling is a Secret, you can read in like 30 or 40 minutes. Power of Awareness, you can read in just like an hour or 2. Same thing with this one here, Live Your Truth. I love short books. I don't like books that take 7 or 8 hours to read. I love these short little gems because they just constantly reinforce the ideas in your mind. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the box below. I want to hear your thoughts on this kind of experiment. I want to know what you think. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.